Hey YouTube, Luke the Hacker here, and today I have a podcast for you guys. It's just me and my friend Casket kind of just talking to each other about, I guess, just like where our minds are at in the current Minecraft realm and just kind of like future goals and stuff like that. So yeah, I hope you guys get some knowledge out of this video. Thanks for watching. Simple. Very, very simple. Okay. So, from my own personal experience, I like to share my knowledge, right? To help better you as a person, right? To motivate you to good intentions, end of story, right? So, I'm going to lay it out very simply, right? Number one, addiction can be good, addiction can be bad, right? In general, addictions come in all shapes and forms because all it is just a way to give yourself a dopamine rush, right? I have an addiction to running around in circles on Blockmania and Mineplex, right? That's my addiction, right? And the addiction, right, is usually an endless loop. And I think Mineplex is the best way to say it because you actually are running in a fucking circle, you know? It's like, it is an endless loop, right? I mean, let's be real here, right? An addiction to, you know, you're just constantly doing that same exact thing, right? Almost like chasing the same result. A great example is parkour, right? I do the same parkour courses every day just to get to the end, get a little dopamine rush, and then do it again. But this time I'm gonna do it with a 360 on each jump. And that's the stuff I do, right? So it's like to spice it up a little because you gain that tolerance. Keyword here, tolerance. Keyword of the day, right? Tolerance is pretty much once you get that dopamine once, you can't do the same thing to get that dopamine rush again. And that's sad because, for example, my first Minecraft account, right, that I got was apps, APPS, okay? I was hyped, dude. We were screaming, cheering, dude, running around my house. Like, it was like the best feeling ever, dude. I was like, oh my god, this is great. This is amazing. Like, I sniped the name apps. I sniped it, right? With mcsniper.co before Cheerful even existed, right? And that feeling, bro, it was like, oh my god, this is amazing. I want to do this again, right? But guess what? Once you get 2, 3, 4 semis, it gets boring, right? It's the same thing. There's no accomplishment. I already have 3. It's boring. That's tolerance beautifully. So now, guess what? Now I want to get a Minecon cape. All these people have Minecon capes, right? So I spent hours trying to get a Minecon cape, right? Finally, I got 2012. This is beautiful. It's my favorite. The blue one. It's amazing. Everything, right? A few months later, now I have 6 of them. Okay. Right? The first 2 were cool. Third one, okay. 4 more later, okay. Okay, no, I'm just giving you. Yeah, well, satisfaction, tolerance. Yeah. Oh, yeah. But you do become, yeah, of course. I become satisfied with my cape. I'm so happy with my cape, dude. I love it to this day. To this day, I still love the 2012. It's my favorite, right? I'm satisfied with it, right? But now I'm running in circles on Mineplex with the cool blue cape on my back. Right? Back to the boring life. Okay? And now I'm like, you know what? I want that dopamine rush again, right? I want to get that dopamine, like 6 blue capes. I've gotten that dopamine rush 6 times now, but the 6th time it wasn't as fun, right? So now you're like, what if I got a cool name, right? Not just a cape, but like not just like a random name cape. Like, what about if I got like a cool name, like that's simple, that will get reactions in chat, you know, has a little bit of added value, right? So now you get the name. What name did I get? Ooh, I'm trying to think of like an OG, like one of the OG ones. Like OG, like my first like real cool name, you know? Probably something like, one of them was Trove. And that was like an old game. What's Trove? You know, it's like, it's not even that cool. It's not that meaningful. Like, what the hell's a Trove? You know, nobody's like, oh my god, cool username Trove. Like, I would go on like the block, like Mineplex and try to show it off and be like, who likes my name? Like all that bullshit, right? Guess what? People are like, ill. Right? At the end of the day, you see Trove doing the game, you're gonna be like, ill, right? And I'm over here like thinking cool, right? And I started like starting to realize, like, you know what? Apps actually gets more reactions because it's like more like, you know, it makes sense, right? It's like a computer. At least people connected with iPhone apps, right? So that's when I realized, I'm like, I need a name that's meaningful. I need a name that, you know, leaves an impact, right? I need a name that people will be like, wow, that's a cool name. How'd you get it? You know, like a story behind it, right? And so that is what sparked like my, like, I guess, that's why I know my accounts ever. You know, it's like, that's what sparked that dopamine rush a little bit. It's like, wow. The fact that it's so personal, right? When you get that something so personal to, I guess, closer to your heart or whatever, you still get that dopamine rush. So that's how I kind of justify it, because it's like a dream. Like you would buy the name Justin, right? Just because, but you would still get a dopamine rush, but it would be a different type of dopamine rush. It wouldn't be like an accomplishment dopamine rush. It'd be more like a satisfaction dopamine rush. Like, damn, I finally like kind of completed like my goal or this or whatever. It's not like a, yes, I made it, I did it finally after all these hours of working on it. Like, it's more like I was able to complete my goal, and that's like the most important. That's like the best, I guess, dopamine. So there's like different versions of like how you can get this dopamine, and that's just cool. You know, it's not like I'm like, oh, I need all the clout and stuff. No, I just want like a little bit of respect. You know, I like that. I like having a little. I like being respected. I'm not like, because I'm not flaunting clout. I'm not flaunting this. I'm not putting people down. I like educating people like you. It's like I'm not putting this down. You know, and it's like it's just like an accomplishment. It's like a trophy. Like, here's my trophy. It's like, and then there it is. Everybody's welcome to check it out. I'll follow you on Instagram, all that stuff, you know? I'm like very humble about it. You know, I'm not like, hey, yeah, look what I got, you know, F everybody, you know, this is my, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not like cocky of ever, you know? I'm always like, dude, this is like, I literally made a YouTube video saying like, did you see my new YouTube video? Oh, yeah, okay, oh, yeah, but my new video, right? That video, no, listen, that new video I made, right? Where I'm like, hey, look, I got Luke on Minecraft or whatever. That video was like literally just me speaking from the heart. Like, it was like literally me just thanking, like, I don't want to say God, but just like thanking, like, I don't know, everybody, just thanking myself in a sense, just for like, just for staying true. Just, but no, I'm like, this is like an accomplishment, right? Like a real accomplishment, dude. Like a real accomplishment. I'm like very done with Minecraft. I'm gonna be straight up, dude. I'm like very done with Minecraft. That loot got hacked on me in 2 seconds. I won't even flinch. I won't even flinch, because I'm telling you, it doesn't. Once you get older, you have a whole different perspective on this stuff, and like, it's still like, I understand where you're coming from, right? But it's like, you know, once you start making money, once you go to college, once you do this, you're gonna realize like, okay, this is a like for example, like past games. I don't know if you have any. It's hard to give examples, you know, because it's more personalized. Like for me, right? When I played RuneScape, right? It was always, I want that party hat. I want that party hat. I want that party hat. I want that party hat, right? But it's at $500. But it's $500, right? Now I'm like, I would never buy a party hat. I'm not insane. I would never, you know what I'm saying? I would never buy, because I'm not playing the game actively, right? So it's like, at the end of the day, it's like, what's more like involving in your life? Like, what point in life are you at? You know what I'm saying? That's how you kind of the goal setting, right? Higher goal. First I make 10 grand, I make 100 grand, 500 grand, $1 million. You know, you guys slowly go up to get that, you know, satisfaction. So I'm like, Luke on Minecraft, okay. I kind of like Hacker more. I'm gonna be honest though, because I've used Hacker for so long now, right? That I built like this relationship with Hacker in a sense that I'm like who's Luke? Like, I don't want to start up a whole new branding and, you know, a whole new name and all this. And it's like Luke joins the server, right? Oh, okay, that's cool. We got Dan, we got Ethan, we got Luke, we got Shane. You know what I'm saying? Like, boring. Like there's nothing special. Like honestly, like, it's more like personal, you know? It's personal. Yeah. But when it's like, wow, that's a cool name. It's Hacker. That's like cool.
Let me find the screenshot.
Yeah. Well, like, even from me, it's like, would I rather have the name Hacker or Luke? Hacker. Would I rather have the name God or Hacker? Both. It's like.
Like the best example. Let me get the screenshot.
Yeah.
I feel like this screenshot perfectly sums everything. So I took this screenshot a few days ago on Minecraft.
Yeah, definitely send it over.
Probably like a week or probably like a week or 2 ago. Let me find it. Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure you already saw it. Well, the base of it was a fuck ton of us. Here it is. Okay. For example.
Yeah.
When this was going on, everyone in the call was so hyped.
Oh, okay. So it's like a cape lineup.
Yeah, everyone in the call was so hyped. Like, if you weren't, you'd be like, oh, seen that, done that before.
Yes,
like,
yes, because I used to do like tons of cape lineups, like on Black Mania with all my friends and all that. And that's a great example, because that's like more of like a I guess event, right? Like going to the Super Bowl, going to Minecon, going to a cape lineup, going to an OG meetup, right? Doing karaoke night on a TeamSpeak server, like those events in a sense are very, very hype the first 2-3 times. Right, a couple times, and it's like, and they get old, like you said. I don't know if there's like an exact number or equation you can do to find out, you know. Like, I guess it probably depends on how much dopamine's released and how different the situation is, because if you do the same exact situation every day, you know, it gets boring, or it becomes an addiction. But you know, so like a cave lineup like that, right? Great example, right? That is like, oh my gosh, it's awesome, we're all celebrating success, it's like a party, you know, like in a sense, like it can be comparatively to a party, right? And it's like the party ends, right? You go home. And it's like, now you look back at it though, and you're like, wow, that was cool, right? You look back at it as a cool event, right? But you're like, you're not gonna do it every.
This is also a good example.
Yeah. What's this one? Let me pull it up. Yeah, so all those invalids, yes, so all those invalids on the same server at the same time. It's like, wow. That was cool, right? You look back, that's how I look back at that. Like, that was dope. Will we do it again? We've done it already. It was cool. But it's like we look back at it like, wow, that was freaking prominent. That was like an event in history. Like it's good, it's memorable.
The best part is literally nobody has that screenshot.
Yeah, exactly. That's another key. It's like that's a personal one, right? It's like a personal achievement. Whereas like, see, most of the achievements, right? That's a common trend right here. Is that all these achievements and like stuff? It's all based on the dopamine and the excitement within,
like,
right?
I really got none of those.
Yeah, I didn't say, oh, Pocket. Yeah, I didn't say, oh, Pocket was so happy for me, and that's why I, kept trying to do it. I don't care what other people think. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got the name Luke. I'm very happy. No one else is like, oh, wow, I got that. You know what I'm saying? But they get happy for me, right? They get happy because they see my happiness in a sense. And that's what makes other people happy. Is like when I see, like, imagine like if you got the name Justin, right? And you're like, oh my god, dude, I got the name Justin. It's freaking amazing. Then I would be like happy for you because I would put myself in your position. See, I'm not gonna be like, oh wow, yeah, you're so lucky you got Luke, like Justin, because I'll be like, okay, who cares about Justin? Like in reality, I'm like, I don't give a shit about Justin. But since I see your excitement for it, then I kind of put myself like in like your position, right? And that's what you want to do, right? Is you want to make people.
I'm starting to understand now. I'm actually looking at it.
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
Events like this is probably the worst. Like I'm not sure if it's a good example or not, but like when I took screens of Justin, I'm like, holy fuck, I'm taking screens of like my dream.
Yes, there you go. Great example too.
Like I literally made a whole fucking folder dedicated to all the screenshots, and it's like
it's like the personal thing, and that's why it's very hard to give examples, right? It's very hard to give examples because each event's very unique to the person, but it's like. Yeah, exactly. A great example is like when you see the name Justin on Minecraft, you're like, oh my god, this is really my dream name. Like, this is awesome. I see name on Justin, I'm like, look at this scrub, like,
yeah. It's like,
yeah.
Because I've ran into people who like have their names or play on of the words Tails, and I'm like, oh, that's dope. Like, Tails was never my dream.
Yeah, you don't even care about Tails. Yeah, I just tossed it to you.
I never saw the account. But I liked it at a good point.
Yeah, but it's not like but the reason why you
nothing in person.
Exactly, you don't like it because you don't have personal connection, you don't have personal relation, you don't have personal satisfaction from that account, right?
The person might say like Tails like 4X's or something.
Yeah.
And he's probably like freaking out when he saw it, and like he's like,
yeah,
no fucking way.
Exactly. So the idea is that if you can create like that personal like connection to the account, then it becomes meaningful, right? And people will be happy if you show that you're happy about it, right? So the fact that I went out and said, guys, I'm just gonna be straight up, I'm very happy I got this account. I've been trying forever. It's not a way to flex. I'm just like really want to just kind of like put it out there to show you guys, I guess, how happy I am, right? And guess what?
Mm-hmm.
You don't even realize how many Discord messages I got telling me like congratulations with like hearts and stuff and like smiley faces, because that's how I make other people happy, right? It's because they put themselves in my position, right? They don't have to be happy. They don't care about the name Luke. Like, okay, you got the name Luke. I got the name Billy Bob 42 the other day, right? Like they got the name Billy Bob 42, but they realize, hey, he really wanted this account. He's happy he got this account. I can relate to that, right? I put myself in his shoes, and then they become happy on their own because they, you know what I'm saying? Like they see, I'd be so happy, dude, if you got the name Justin. You know what I'm saying? Like for example, right? That's kind of how you see Luke. You're like happy I got Luke, right? Not because it's a cool name. Yeah, because we put ourselves in their feet. We put ourselves in their feet. Like, wow, man, they must be so happy, right? And it's like if for example, like if Pocky got the name Jim Bob 42, you'd be like, all right, who cares, right? But if Pocket got the name, like Pocket, like the name that like made like connects, it connects to him. Now then we'll be like, congrats, dude, I'm happy for you, etc., etc. The emotion, the difference in the emotions. You see what I'm saying? It's the personal stuff that counts. It's like personal reactions, personal thoughts, personal accomplishments. How related it is, to yourself. And that
this is like really off topic.
Yeah.
I find it funny. I
just concluded. Yeah. No, I just concluded, yeah.
I watched a podcast I've seen, and I saw you had one UKE friended. Or like
yeah,
account.
I own that.
Like,
yeah.
That was the closest thing you had to Luke at a time.
Oh yeah, I still own it. I still sort of own it. Yeah, Luke, I should friend it. That'd be funny. I should friend one. I should literally friend one UKE to it. That's actually a good idea. That would actually be a good meme. I know the owner of LUK3. He's like staff on some he's staff on some server, like he's older too. So, but no, what's it called? But yeah, just I guess you want me to conclude? I can conclude real quick, right? All right, in conclusion, right? Number 1, don't do things for other people, right? Find things that will satisfy you personally, and keep aiming for higher satisfactions. Because if you try to become satisfied with doing something,
like how I said, okay, it'd be good. I'd like to have just, but it will never have like.
Yeah, don't create like false rep. Like if you want to make 100 grand, make the 100 grand. Don't try to say, I'll make 5 grand, right? Because if you don't aim for that, if you don't aim for the moon, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta really like keep going for that goal, because guess what? Once you accomplish that goal, a new goal comes in. If you don't accomplish goal number 1, there's never a goal number 2, right? And that's what's scary, because people like, and that's where people get stuck though. Is they set too high, I guess, goals, right? They set like unrealistic goals, and that's very dangerous, because what happens when you set an unrealistic goal is that you're chasing it forever. like if you say you want to make $1 million by the end of the year, right? You usually chase that forever. You know it's not going to happen. You don't have a plan laid out. You know what I'm saying? Like you can tell if something's like reachable, right? And if it's not reachable, you're gonna be chasing it forever. And guess what? That's when the addiction begins. Because you're gonna be the loop, waiting for it to happen, thinking about how it's gonna happen, Instead of actually like taking action, you know what I'm saying? You're literally harming yourself by making an unrealistic goal. So so that's, I guess that leads us on to number 2 is make realistic goals, right? Making realistic goals is very important. And I guess number 3 and like furthermost, I mean, obviously be humble is like a pretty prominent one, you know? But it's just like share your experiences, right? Share your experiences with people. If you keep all the, I guess, gold to yourself, all the money to yourself, all this to yourself, right? All these accomplishments to yourself, it's never going to go anywhere. No one's going to feel happy for you. Nobody's going to care about you. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be as special. But like when you're celebrating with a group of people, there's no better feeling than that, right? Like when I got that name, like there's no better feeling than Pocket screaming in his car at the top of his lungs, right? There's no better feeling. That was the best part of it, was when Pocket screamed at the top of his lungs in his car, that. But if I was alone getting it, I got Luke. I just sit there in silence. I would cheer in silence. It's not as fun. But the idea is that you gotta be nice. You gotta make a good reputation. You need friends, like you need people that you trust. You need to surround yourself with those people who will celebrate your success with you. Oh, I'm telling you, dude, so many millionaires and stuff are just sitting there alone. No one there celebrating their success. And see, key is you can't get the fake people. You can get all the actors to come in for the party. They're all just leaving at the end of the night. Like, wow, that was big fun. Like, like a bunch of strangers are not fun to hang with. I'll tell you that right now. Like, you walk up to somebody who's like a stranger and you have like a decent, like a half-ass conversation with them. You're not like, oh, let's go celebrate our success. Like, who are you? Like, get out of my house. Like, you want people that you can like are close with, that you can relate with. Somebody that's on your level. Somebody that's same.
So if you get something you like, they'll actually be happy.
Yeah, somebody who's happy for you, dude. It's so rare nowadays too.
Like how one Pocket.
Oh yeah.
Like you were talking this a while ago. You're like some people like I remember you said you were like, oh yeah, if you ever get something that's like a good goal for you, and I'm just like, oh yeah, whatever. Like tell me like what the fuck are you doing or something like that. You're like, it was something along the lines of that. It was like, I forgot what it was, but you were telling me something like that, like how some people don't always like understand you are appreciated for one thing, but to them it's like nothing, like how you're going about it for.
Yeah. No, exactly. The perspective base. It's like if I got the name like Coach, right?
Like I mean, it was something a lot. I got something like really shitty. I think it was like an unmied like semi-tier OG. Was like I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
But you were like, oh yeah, cool, and you were like, holy shit, what the fuck am I doing? Next time if I do something like that, just let me know. Like that was like, it was something like that. I don't remember the whole thing. It was a while ago.
Oh, because like you were like wasting your time or whatever on like dumb stuff.
No, it wasn't. It was like I got something that I was like happy about, and you were like, yeah, whatever.
Oh yeah. It was like some dumb semi-OG or whatever, and you're like,
oh. Yeah, and I was like, oh shit, I got it. I was like happy that I got it.
You're like hype, and I'm like, it's not as special because I have like hundreds. You know what I'm saying? Like you get, but
and then right after that, you were like,
yeah. And that's the problem is like I sometimes like overlook situations. I degrade like accomplishments just because
you told me to do that. Like you told me to tell you that if I ever do that, let me know.
Yeah. If I ever like degrade an accomplishment of yours that you see true, it's just because you're earlier on in the path, I guess you could call it, right? You're earlier on in the path of success, right? And it's like when you're earlier on, and then you see somebody older, like all the 40-year-olds, they just laugh at us, right, when we do stuff because they've done everything, right? They've done this, they've done that, and we're all like, oh my god, look what I did! I did this, I made $100 this today. They just laugh it off, right? It's like, okay, nice, good for you, good for you, right? That's where it kind of ends, right? But it's like the little kids looking up at you getting that name. Let's say I gotta put myself in that perspective, right? Like you get the name Coach, right? All the 13-year-olds are like, wow, Casket got Coach. He's a freaking god, you know what I'm saying? But then I'm over here like, what the hell's Coach? Like I have 10 times better accounts, But that's like kind of like where the ego becomes. That's where kind of the ego becomes. Just because you're further along in the path doesn't mean you can judge the people that are still like, halfway. It's halfway to you or whatever. Yeah, because you gotta be like, wait, I was just there a year ago, 2 years ago, I'd had the same exact thing. So that means he's gonna have the same accounts I have now in 2 years, or same accomplishments. I use the word accomplishments, right? The same accomplishments I have right now, he's gonna have in 2 years if he just continues, or better, right? If he continues his motivation or whatever, his dedication. So yeah, that's a very good point. It's like, just because you're above somebody in a situation, you can't like look down at them as like bad. You still got to see it from their perspective. Put yourself in their shoes. Put yourself in their shoes, right?
Yeah.
They're happy with what they have and they're satisfied and they're thanking everybody and et cetera, et cetera. Like how I got Luke. I don't think there's many people like up ahead of me. Like, very few people that are like on top of me that would even but like, you know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, it's like, those people also should like look down and be like, congratulations, right? Like those, then I'll respect them even more. Somebody like Doge, right? He commented, what I'm saying? He told me congrats. He came to me, said congratulations, etc., etc. This man has the name Dog. This man has like every name in the world, right? And he's congratulating me for Luke. Why would he congratulate me for Luke? I just got like a different name last week. That was shit. No, he congratulated me for Luke because he knows the happiness it brings me, or whatever, like how meaningful it is to me. And it's like no other account. They're not congrats. When I got Jake Paul, I didn't get a congratulations from Doge. I didn't get no DM saying congrats on getting Jake Paul. No. He congratulated me when I got Luke because he knew that it brought me happiness, and it brought him happiness knowing that I had it, knowing that I achieved that goal, knowing that that's the keys. Put yourself in their shoes. So that's right. That's where I'm mistaken. Like when he said that situation where like I guess like overlooked your semi-OG accomplishment, I was like, yeah, no, it's all good, but it's like, you guys see, yeah, exactly, I understand, because I was like, and then I realized, I was like, yeah, honestly, I didn't mean to like blow it off, like, I honestly, like, I'm just, and that's where the whole ego, stuff comes from, and it's like, I want to be legit, it's like, nah, it's very, very good, keep going, you're gonna blow past me quicker. But yeah, so it's like that's something I've gotten way better at too, it's just like understanding people around you are like, everybody's in a different position in their lives, and accomplishments are not measured by like the cash value. That's the big one too. Don't measure accomplishments by cash value. Yeah, measure accomplishments by personal gratification. That's how you measure accomplishments. Personal gratification. The best things in life are complete the sentence. The best things in life are
accomplishments.
No, the best things in life are the best things in life are free. Very simple. Oh, trust me. Anytime you put your money in the game, you're gonna add a little friend named Stress to the game, right? You have a little friend named everything. The most fun things in life are free, dude. Just go, hanging out with friends, right? That's pretty much one of like the most fun experiences you can really have. If you have to go have a good time with friends, that's pretty much like pretty high dopamine level if you're able to like with the right people, That's pretty exciting, right? When you hang out with friends. And it's like that, I guess, like world is like, I guess, like very like ignored. Like if you've never experienced like actually hanging out with a cool group of friends and just like laughing like all the way through the, I guess, hangout or whatever, if you've never experienced that, you just don't know what those dopamine levels feel like, right? But once you experience that once, once you experience that once, though, like just hang out with a group of friends, just like laughing all night, partying, whatever you're doing, right? You're gonna want to keep doing that. What I'm saying? That's what creates the partiers and stuff, But it's like but that's where the word balance comes in play, and that's a whole different freaking video. That's a whole different lecture, right? The word balance. I can do a whole video on the word balance and why it's important, That's the true cure. That's the true cure to addiction is balance. So yeah. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Podcast episode 2 will be coming out soon.